Hello guys, this video is brought to you by Cryptsec. In this series tutorial, we are going to learn about basic networking commands in Linux. So without any further delay, let's begin. So the first command that we're gonna learn is ifconfig. So this command, what it does is basically shows all the interfaces that currently are running in the system. So I have three interfaces: ETH0. This one is for Ethernet or the wired interface. LO, it stands for loopback or the localhost, you can say. Here's the localhost IP. And WLAN 0, it also stands for wireless LAN and or Wi-Fi. So I'm currently using Wi-Fi, so here's my IP and my netmask address along with my broadcast address right here. So if I want to see anything particular interface with this command, I can simply type ifconfig show internet. Oh no, it's just ifconfig internet. That was another one. So yeah, so if I want to see simply just particular filtering of one interface, so I can just write ifconfig. So if I want to see just loopback, right, I'll just type low so loopback. So another command that we're gonna do is netstat. This command stands for basically network statistics. So this, what it does is it shows the network connection, your routing tables, your interface information, multicast memberships, and many more. There are many filters available, so I'm gonna do a basic one for this one. So it's gonna be T for TCP protocol service. Any applications that use TCP protocol can be visible now with this filter, right? U for UDP. Any service or any application in a system that uses UDP protocol and is transmitting data through the network by using that protocol is visible now. So TU, TCP, UDP, I'm gonna list them. I'm gonna make a list, or I'm gonna listen to the port. Sorry, listing that is done, that is automatically done. So I'm gonna listen to those ports. After that, I'm gonna look at their process ID and I'm gonna get their numeric address with this, right? So you can use various filters depending upon your requirements. So you can see here, these are the TCP services, these are the UDP. You cannot see your program name or program ID, process ID, because we are not logged in as root right now. We are logged in as a user. So if I log in as a root, so I'm logged in as root now. So you can see now the process ID and the program name is visible, right? And state is listen. As I specified here before, I'm listening to these ports, foreign address, your local address, and your receive and send queue. So TCP, it stands for transmission control protocol, and UDP for user datagram protocol. So you can filter all the results you want. It has a ton of filtering capabilities, this command. So it really depends upon your requirements. This is just a demonstration, simple demonstration. So let me get out of the root here. Next command that we're gonna do is ping. I should have done this earlier. Ping. So what this command basically does is it sends request, or it sends data packets to certain network host to check. You can use this command in various ways. You may use it to check your network connection to certain server. You can see whether the server is up, whether the server is responding, in what rate it is responding, and what is the connection, what is the connection, situation of the connection of your network. So can be used in various ways. So basically I'm gonna ping, or I'm gonna send some data packets to Google with this. So you can see here it is sending 64 bytes from this to this, and you can see a time in milliseconds. And if I write here, if I type a control C, that is interrupt, a keyboard interrupt for the process, you can see here, you can see the summary of the process that we just ran. 14 packets were transmitted and 12 were received. That means 2 were lost. So 1 were duplicate packets, 14% packet loss, and the total time was this milliseconds, 15,755 milliseconds. And this is some more summarized data: minimum time, average time, maximum time, so on and so forth. Another one we're gonna do is a similar one, but what we actually do with traceroute is we actually trace the path of the packet that we send from our device to the certain host. We trace, we print that the path that the packet takes to reach to a certain host. So internet is a vast, network of servers. So you don't just go into a certain server that you require. You just take different paths from there. Your device, it decides which path to take, which is more efficient. So this shows that what path your data packets take before reaching a certain host. I'm gonna use again I'm gonna use Google, because why not. You can see various jumping sites, as I like to call them. As the packets they arrive at certain site, certain server, and they jump from that server, and they take certain time, that's recorded here as milliseconds delay from a certain server. You can see it takes a lot of. So my internet connection is not that stable right now. I'm gonna stop this right here. So you can see various jump sites and various time hops or jumps, and 60 byte data packets were sent, and you can see the summary of the time in milliseconds here. So that's a traceroute. Traceroute is very similar to another command called route. In Windows, its counterpart in Windows, it's Tracert. I believe this is the counterpart for traceroute in Windows. And for ifconfig, I think they've got ipconfig or something like that. I'm not sure, but I think that's it. So another command that we're gonna do is host. So what this command basically does is DNS lookup. It's a utility that you use to look up certain DNS and find various information about that DNS, like IP address, their mail servers, and stuff like that. So again, I'm gonna use google.com. It's an excellent demonstration, Google. So you can see IPv6 address. You can see mail servers to Google, 5 mail servers, see right now. So that's how this command works. So what this command host command is basically does is it connects name into an IP or IP into the name, right? So I gave you a name of the DNS, that's google.com, and it gave me back, it run the IP address and its mail servers. So that's how this command works. So the final command I'm gonna talk about is it's gonna be a command about process, as I said earlier, related to process. It's a command that there are so versions of this command. One is top. So what this command does is it gives almost live view with some few milliseconds of delay. You can see here various process ID, as you can say the user that is currently running the process. You can see here everything, the CPU that is process is consuming, the memory the process is consuming in percentage, the time, and the command, and that is the name of the process that is running currently, right? So what this command basically does is it shows all the process that are running in a in a easily understandable and accessible way. So another version of this command is you can use Q to exit this. Another version of this command is edge top. So I like this command better than the top because it's more descriptive, it shows a lot more information than the top basically. So this is your I've got a quad core CPU. You can see 4 cores, you can see my memory, you can see my swap memory. So this is basically the processing part. You can see in it's color coded, graphical format, tasks, thread, this is the load average, and uptime. It means time since your machine has been running 15 hours. It's been running since 15 hours. You can see process ID. So this part is not so different than the top. You can see command, it's a little bit more descriptive than the top, I should say. This command, it shows the path, the memory path that it is running right now. So it is not just a file name or a folder name or a program name as you saw earlier during the top, right? So yeah, that's pretty much how add stop works. You can kill a process from here. It is very, F1 for help, setup, search, filter, tree, sort, nice kill is a kill function. You can kill a process from here directly. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Stay tuned for the future videos. Thank you.